the Asia Pacific City Summit, we've met lots of cities in attendance to the summit today. And how would you say that the cities together in the Asia Pacific could work together to work on sustainability in the future?
Well, I think the first thing is to realize that Chinese government and the Chinese people still are learning English in many ways, and they don't really communicate in Western methods. And so please don't wait for them to give you a nice colored brochure or a 2-minute, Vice video to explain how to get involved in China. You really have to come on the ground and have local people like me. My organization, JUCCCE, works with a lot of large companies, small companies with cutting edge technologies to understand where the opportunities are in China. You need local people who understand the local problems, the local challenges. For example, I once taught the government of Chongqing about sustainable cities. And one of the things that I showed was bike share. This was before Mobike and OFO, right? And then one of the people comes up to me, this is like the mayor and his urban planning crew. And they come to me and they say, well, I don't know if you've ever been to Chongqing, but we're all hills. So bike share is not going to work unless they're motor bikes, right? So things like that. I think the coming to work with China, you really have to understand the local challenges and the local capability to actually implement these new technologies. China's educational level still for the general masses is very low. So we need vocational training, a whole ecosystem of vocational training in order to implement things like agricultural drones, right? We don't have anybody that actually knows how to work with farmers to sell the agricultural drones. So you have to invest time to build the capability to sell your technologies. The other thing I would say is, forget all I said, just come and shop and eat food, right? That's the best way to get to know China, honestly. I tell people like Congress people in the US, just bring your wives and your spouses, your children, and come to the Shanghai Fabric Market, right? My family's in restaurants, I'll show you how to eat the Chinese street food to the high-end food, and then you'll really start to appreciate the Chinese culture. A lot of times I say, look, the Chinese culture is 180 degrees opposite from at least American culture. And so you have to start with the basics of connecting heart to heart. And the easiest way to do that, I think, is through eating together, right? Sharing food. So I can spend hours, and you can hire my company to help do market entry to China, sure, but just start by coming to China and making a connection with the people.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time today.
You're welcome.